Alright guys, we're about to start up HorsePLAY Live. It's the uncut version, the extended cut. Probably won't be going too long tonight. We got a 48-hour stream Halloween marathon going on. So we're going to actually try to be something that we're usually not, which is concise. No promises though. Ooh, we already got people. To a point.
Well, to a point.
Alright, Obi, this is what we'll do. Let me know when you start the stream on your side, and then I'm gonna play the music, and give me a thumbs up if you hear it. Alright? But you sound low again. What? Hold on a second.
I'm gonna get my music ready just in case you fuck up.
Just in case? Oh, I'm gonna turn you up on
Well, how am I low? I haven't touched you.
I don't know. Well, before I always had you higher on TeamSpeak. Say something now.
Something now.
Alright, let me see. How about now?
Something now.
Alright, cool. Can I put you 4 dB up?
Dude, I don't know. Things have been weird lately.
No, it's probably not you. Remember, this is a brand new setup, dude. I had the last thing broken in. You had to start from scratch, bro. Scary. I was dreading this. I mean, well, how long was this? Since last Thanksgiving?
Yogi.
Yeah.
We gotta start the show.
Alright, let me know when you're up. BFT's already in all the chats. Holy crap. You live?
Yeah.
Alright, thumbs up when you hear the music.
You are.
Hold on, for some reason it's cutting off the audio. It was just working. Why would it do that? Hold on. Oh, I know why. Alright, here we go.
You are.
No? Let me reconnect with you real quick.
Okay.
Technical issues, gotta love it.
Wow.
Alright. Yeah, okay, I just tested it earlier. Alright, you ready?
Dude, I don't know. Go ahead.
Let's see.
You are.
1 minute.
Man, it won't freaking... Now it's so weird.
I don't know. We're gonna have to figure this out eventually. I got your back, homie.
Alright,
Here we
man.
go, guys. We're gonna start right now. It's not all that cool stuff, but it is the intro. Welcome to HorsePLAY Live. It's go time. And welcome back, geeks, gamers, ninjas, robots, and whoever else follows the show. This is episode 98. First, I fucked that up already. But anyway, today is Thursday, October 29th, because Yogi's got it wrong on here. 2015. Wow. This is episode 98, horrifying, titled Halloweenies in Your Mouth. All up in it. But before we get to all the fun ahead, I do want to introduce everybody's... you guys should all know him, regardless. If you don't know him, shame on you. Everybody's really favorite hardcore casual, bear lizard, whatever you want to call him, the man himself, Yogi Zilla. What's up, dude?
What's up? Yeah, I don't. It's so weird, dude. Like everything works fine for us. It's like we're like oil and fire when you get us together.
Yeah. Like I'm not having any problems with my stream.
Yeah.
I do want to say, don't send shit on Skype. Thanks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to send you files to play.
You should know that by now.
Why that? Do you have the notification sound on? Is that why?
I do. I didn't know, but I do.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say one more thing, cause I wanted to play this. It's a voicemail and a bumper from Normie that I wanted to play today, and I wanted to play last week, but then it wasn't working. It's weird.
What, do you want to do that at the beginning, or you want to do it like?
Well, you know, when we catch a little breather, and we can just squeeze it in there. You know.
Okay.
We usually do the voicemail. There'll be the cue in there. We'll play a bumper in the
Send
voicemail.
it on TeamSpeak or something, because then I have to mess up the cameras. You know how I am about that.
Oh, screw.
I mean, right now chat's not even working, and it's really pissing me off.
Oh no. Hold on. I forgot there is a file transfer thing on here.
It's horrifying. TeamSpeak? Well, no, you won't be able to do that anyway. Just do it, and I'll deal with it. How's that? Cameras go all wonky. It's Yogi's fault, guys.
Okay.
Not my own. But welcome, guys. This is HorsePLAY Live. We are 2 episodes away from 100, is what I want to first point out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get chat up in a second, guys.
That's the last of it, I promise. You gave me the go-ahead. You gave me the go-ahead.
I'll get chat up in a second, guys. But I want to make sure that you say, guys, that this is starting right now. Big 48-hour live stream. Big 48-hour live stream starts now. HorsePLAY Live. And right now we're gonna get in with HorsePLAY Live.
Yes. I've been productive. You know, you guys know that I've been following our network and my vlogs, which I haven't been doing lately, really, and all that stuff. Since the last Thanksgiving, almost a whole year, to get the gaming rig rebuilt, the proper gaming rig. Thanks to Obi and your donations. Little by little, I amassed quality parts, and man, it's nice. It's nice having the computer boot up with a fresh install of Windows, and it boots up in like 2 seconds. Like, damn, you can't go back after that. It's like, damn. And it's funny. It still boggles my mind how lightweight the SSDs are. I saw they're having some insane sales on them. I saw a 400 or 500 gig SSD for like $90 or $100. It's crazy. They're getting competitive now. So if you want to build a budget gaming PC that's high end, not top tier, but high end, it's a good time now. They got some good deals. What? Oh my God! What happened? What'd I do? Yeah, the slowness will eventually work its way up as I. Oh, I hate that. Usually that happens to me when a window pops up and I try to click out of it and I don't realize the window's there. It's like, no, click me first. Podcasting behind the scenes. You know, it's nice too because I finally got my monitor working again the way it used to, so I can hear myself. So now I won't be screaming as much into your ears. I mean, I'm still loud, but now when I'm breathing too hard or spitting into the microphone or screaming, I can hear it. So it helps a lot. Yeah. If I start licking the microphone, I'll be aware of it. By the way, another thing I'm really excited about. Just today on allgames.com, we were in the top 5 with Timey Wimey Tea Time. We were like number 3 or 4, and then on number 2, we did a little pseudo mashup show with 42 level 1, titled "My Spoon Is Too Big for Your Battlefront." And you know, our friends across the pond apparently never got to see the Rejected cartoons. I think it's called Rejected. So that when I told him about my spoon is too big and my anus is bleeding, they thought I was crazy. Like, what are you talking about? Like, the rejected cartoons. Like, what? I'm like, oh, I guess they never made it overseas. It's great. So when I told them about him, I told them the story. Nah, they were instantly hooked. Yeah, see, BFT likes him too. Yeah, they didn't want me to do the voice for the whole show. Like, you gotta do the rest of the show with that voice. I'm like, no, I'll freaking get hoarse. Got like, my spoon is too big. My anus is bleeding. And then my favorite, I live in a giant bucket. They're funny. It's like, it's so stupid you can't help but laugh. It's like that you ever seen that still GIF? It's a video with a still image and it has audio in the background and it's the crazy frog going and it's the car, but the car's not moving, and it's like it's an insanity test. Okay, so it's supposed to be an insanity test, and it says how if you laugh at this in less than 5 minutes, then you're insane. And I'm like, well, damn. And it just keeps looping, so inevitably you're gonna end up laughing at it or stopping it, but you can't stop it because it's cheating. Anywho, what else? What else? So got the gaming rig. Time away tea time, yeah. Time away tea time made top 5. Yes, that's what I was just saying. Thank you for the reiteration. I noticed. I'm like, wait, did I forget to say it? It's gonna be a long weekend. Yeah, I didn't even get to take a power nap today, so that's bad. It's already off to a bad start. Yeah, I've been lighting up the Geeky Antics signal. It's like the bat signal, but not as cool. And we got a few people that might be joining us. For most people, you know, it's Halloween weekend. You know, they either got plans or they have family, so it's gonna be tough, you know. But that's the reason we're doing it, because it's Halloween. We could do some fun stuff. Did my mustache fall off? No, it's still there. Good. What else? What else? What else? I'm trying to think what else. Something else. Well, we're not gonna do news today, so I might as well mention that Overwatch is officially out. And people are already streaming that like crazy. Something else. Some other stuff came out recently. Halo 5. It's getting mixed reviews, but it looks cool. See, the thing is, the people that I've heard complain about it they were complaining about the story. I'm like, who cares? I just want the multiplayer to be good. Is the multiplayer fun? That's all I care about. I give 2 shits about the story. Yeah, and that's, you know. Yeah, you know, I'm not saying that they shouldn't put effort into the campaign anymore, but I feel like we're moving more and more away from that. You know, if I want to play a single player experience, I'll get a game that's strictly single player, that's optimized for that. For everything else, you know, I'm just gonna play it for the multiplayer, because I have limited time, and for me, you know, as sad as it sounds, that's my you know, my social time, catching up with friends and family. Like the other day I was playing Minecraft Xbox One, and you know, I'm not a huge Minecraft person, but you know, I was just goofing around with my brother and my cousin, catching up on what they've been doing, you know. That's what to me gaming is these days in my old age. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know what that's in reference to, because you're just seeing all the, you stop it, OB.
No, I was actually, am I older or younger?
I'm older than you. We've established this already. And I'm not gonna repeat it again on air. I already admitted what it was. I said I'm not gonna go into it again. But you were having a laugh earlier. I'm not gonna confirm nor deny this. I'm 25 years old. Yeah, you know, I like to think I just getting wiser. Grandpa at geekyantics.net. That should be a thing. Morgan and I are the parental figures of the gang. We chaperone everything. Mm-hmm. Woo! Just a smidge. Sounds about right. I think that's pretty comprehensive. Yeah. Yeah, matter of fact, one of our first episodes was zombies and smoked paprika. Zombie brains and smoked paprika. 5. You had it right the first time. Yeah. Wait. Actually, you might be right. It might be 4. Cause 5. No, you're right. Cause 5 was when we had the interview with the guys that developed Armada. I think. Yeah, 5 and 5 and 5. Yeah, and And that episode for some reason is one of the most popular. Like people are still going back and downloading that one. I'm like, wow, okay. So yeah, folks, we're live and uncut. We're semi-professional. We're doing this thing for a long time, but we're still figuring out as we go along, like everyone else. So crazy things will happen. I mean, I'm not gonna say may, they will happen. And since we're late night, that augments the potential even more. We may say something offensive. We may forget that we're streaming with no pants on, and then get up to do something and then feel embarrassed afterwards, or maybe break the TOS unwillingly. I mean, it happens.
Yogi, on the other hand, he's got to walk that way, away from his camera, so if he has pants on or not, he'll see something.
Yeah, this man cave.
He gets up, look away.
This man cave is deceptively big. It looks small, but there's quite a lot of room in here. I mean, I could run some laps in here if I wanted to. I might stumble over a lot of crap, but yeah, that's what the cats do. But don't forget, keep an open mind, have fun, and remember, the name of the show is HorsePLAY. It's pretty. It explains itself, but if you don't get it, HorsePLAY, shenanigans, geeky antics, if you will. That's what we're about. And, tangents, rants, raves, all that good stuff. That's us in a nutshell.
And if you guys just can't get comprehended, sorry. But don't forget, guys, we're live every Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Replay is also available earlier on Thursdays at about 5 p.m. This episode mentioned the
.com.
listen to it, sorry. And of course, the replay will be the live from the lobbies to see us pretty nuts.
Who does the commercial where they go blah blah blah.com? Expedia, right? It's one of those travel ones, I think. It goes Expedia.com or something like that. No, they have the gnome, but I don't think they have like a little .com. It's like Expedia.com. I don't know. Who cares? It pops in my head.
If anybody in chat that is here live,
Yeah, I've had random things going through my head. Like another thing I've been thinking about, OB, Streets of Rage. Doesn't that have some of the best music ever made in a game? Streets of Rage. The Genesis brawler. It's like Ninja Turtles or Battletoads. Yeah. The music in that game, like, once you start think about it, it gets stuck in your head. Like, it's just, you can't shake it. That game is fun.
you can actually jump everything that you've done in record time.
Oh, you played with the girl, didn't you? With the red mini skirt. Guy did too, cause she's like the fastest, and then she could flip all over the place. Yeah, I liked her. Kick some butt.
Yogi, let's give some shout outs.
Yeah, some quick shout outs. Some quick shout outs. But we actually did good. We didn't do that much opening banter. What are we like? We're like 19 minutes in, Obi. I lost track. I know we had a little delay, but yeah, some quick shout outs. We do this as a labor of love mostly, but it takes effort and money to keep the network running and put us in a position to help other people put content out. So the way we keep the lights on and pay the bills is through your donations and also through sponsors. And sponsors, sponsor us when they're happy, and they're happy when people visit their sites and share their links and all that stuff. So if you go to geekyantics.net/sponsors, you'll see a list of our sponsors. Obi has some of his sponsors there, like No Scope Gaming Glasses, GG Apparel, and there's a bunch of other stuff on there. But I want to particularly highlight Martin Septic Services. Now, you may not be in Georgia. You may not need your septic tank cleaned out or any plumbing kind of work or anything done. But give them a follow, okay? They share other stuff. They share, like, funny memes and pet stuff and, home improvement tips. They got a Facebook page. They got a Google Plus page. Like, share, +1, all that stuff. Martin Septic Services, and that's of Middle Georgia. It'll come up if you search that. And you can also go to geekyantics.net/Martin Septic. Also, everybody seems to be getting married, or they know someone that's getting married. So if you want to get a cool gift, go over to geekyantics.net/weddings, and you can get a cool frame done for a friend. Ooh, excuse me. And then you can go over to shinyprints.com and print it on metal. Ooh, that burp did not want to wait. And last but not least, I haven't mentioned Jinx in a few weeks, but another apparel stop you could go to, and I go back with these guys. I know that when they were just starting off about 15 years ago. So check them out. They're good people. They're based out of San Diego still, I think. geekyantics.net/Jinx, and use that link when you buy at jinx.com. And they have a lot of geeky and gamer related apparel. And that's pretty much it as far as sponsor plugs. Obi, you got any shout outs? Okay, moving on then. PFT said, "Oh, you didn't take it out before the show?" Ah, that's what happens.
Be around as much, so she wants to go out. But still hang on for a minute. But guys, we do want to make sure that we have some more shout outs. But first, don't forget to help us out by playing our stream on allgames.com around 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. GMT. It's easy and it's a way to support our show. It's about 5 minutes or so. Doesn't even cost you a thing. You can even mute it and have it in the background. But for now, let's shout out some of our friends, podcasters, streamers, and supporters, and the wonderful geeks we call #the gang. We want to support, of course, and shout out AM Audio Media, Tadpod, Robert the Blind Writer Kinglet, the B Team Podcast, R9Cast, the Gaming Death Podcast, Worst Radio Show, 42 Level 1, 365 Flicks Podcast, Gods of Mayhem, I Be Loud, Zombie Cast, Knuckleballer Radio, Atari 2600, Game by Game, Two Dudes in an NES. That one sounded kind of funny too. Yogi's not even here. The Retro League, A Worthy Opponent, Retro Junkies Network, Tangent Bound Network, Blog Pods Network, Hotscast, Stormcast, Destiny Reset, Cupcake Kennedy, Cupcake Non, Lunar War, Roar Down, Freya, BFT9000, Fatal Blades, Ford Racco, Beer and Hats, Mappyzilla, and the lovely Renee Bowman. And of course, the newest addition to #the gang. We want to give big shout outs to Goldie, Aussie Geek Show. You guys go check him out, of course, too. He's a big fan of first stuff, so as you guys can see from our overlook, so go check him out, guys. But we want to get right into it. Yogi's right here for all those guys, all those names, again, all those names I called out. Thank you very much. We do want to give you guys big props for supporting us. So, now, starting connection with Reddit.
It happens. Yes, I am. I am. I'm Batman. Oh, he did a double cock. I wasn't ready for that. Guys, alright, let's open up the lines Come on in. Yeah, we a lot of people say they're interactive, but we really are interactive. We read the chat. We bring you in. You know, for realsies.
Now we haven't done calls for a while, so they're gonna come on to use your cell phone, do ourselves,
Oh yeah. And we got our first caller of the evening already. Yay! Yeah, I know. She is. She is. But as soon as we bring her in, I got a quick question before we play our voicemail and bumper tonight. Unless you want to play it now.
actually, let's play our voicemail bumper now, because then so she doesn't feel like she.
All right, and you let me know when it finishes. 'Cause I won't be able to hear it either. I know what it is though. Play the bumper and then the voicemail. Oh, we can play simultaneously. Oh, fancy. Yeah, hold on. Let me cue it up. Probably gonna sound all janky. Hold on one second. Good call. I like Obi's thinking outside the box over here. Ooh. Yeah, the one with the numbers is the voicemail. And right now, Blue's attacking me, so if it start making sounds. So we'll do the voicemail and then the bumper. That's cool. The long numbers first. Well, oh yeah, shh, it's a secret. That's the bumper. The one with the numbers is our voicemail.
Alright, so first one is the voicemail, guys. We just got this here. Here we go. Well, Asmo,
Hi.
you can get that information on geekyantics.net as well as YogiZilla's stream. Or you can just tweet at YogiZilla. Or you can get on Tumblr at YogiZilla. Or you can get on whatever else he's on. He's social media.
Yeah, for some reason it didn't play for me, so yeah.
Like, dude, what's your battle.net?
Yeah, and he used the little robot voice. The little robot voice.
It was a text-to-speech.
Yeah.
He texted it out. That's why it's got two numbers.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna queue up the other one, because the program I was using wasn't working. So hold on, give me 1 second, and so everybody can get it. This could be the bumper. This is our latest bumper, guys. What's loud? Oh. I purposely make them louder because on mobile devices, a lot of audio is really low. So I always give them a little gain because it's easier to lower the volume than raise the volume on something. You know what I mean? But all right, ready? Yep.
Hi, this is Normie from Knuckleballer Radio and Zombie Cast, and you're listening to one of my favorite shows on the Geeky Antics Network. Don't forget to check out the rest of the gang over at geekyantics.net. Warning, there might be rants and food ahead and possibly inappropriate behavior. Don't tell anybody though.
You like it? Yeah, we're gonna get that. We'll spend a day doing skits and bumpers for our network. And not a day, but you know what I mean. We just pick a day and then pick an hour of that day. Jesus, and we'll do a recording session. Mr. Voice Actor is all like, I don't know about that. Boopity boo. But thanks for that bumper, Normie. I know a bunch of you have other bumpers you're working on. We have one for 365 flicks as well, and we got another one coming from them. But that'll be for next time we figure out the audio stuff and figure out something more reliable for that. Something that Skype can't break. What's that? Alright, yeah, go ahead, take her out. I got you.
Guys, we do want to let you know, keep going here. Of course, thank you for the voicemail and the
That's all, folks.
but guys, we're going to talk about some, let's talk about, we got some iTunes reviews.
Yeah, just a quick thank you. We haven't thanked people in a while for that. We don't push for iTunes that hard. And you know me, I'm kind of anti-Apple, but it is the biggest marketplace for podcasts still. Because you know they're their own ecosystem. So if you could leave us a 5-star, even a 4-star review, that would help us. Thanks to everyone that has done that so far, without us even asking, including Normie, Kikishi, Cherry Blossom, and everyone else that we probably can't mention right now because it might end up being a long list. But some good feedback there. Keep those coming. I know that leaving iTunes reviews is a pain in the butt, but we'd appreciate that. Obi, if you gotta take it for a walk, I could ramble on. We'll bring Morgan and.
Well, I was going to get into where you guys can actually get through the
Okay. Okay, I just don't want the dog leaving you a present.
Guys, we do want to let you know if you guys can't do it live and you guys listen to the podcast. Let's keep the antics and shenanigans going, guys. You guys can tweet us anytime, everywhere, anywhere. If you guys are at whatever, tweet us out. We'll hit you back up. You guys can Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We'll use that's what we can be used as. As always, though, that's the way to experience all our shenanigans and madness. I just wanted to say something.
What? What? Oh my God. Yes. What am I? Oh, yes. The quickie? Is that what we're doing? Oh. We can skip that. We can skip that for now. That's just some of the stuff that we have in the pipelines. So we're long overdue for some new content on geekyanswers.net. I mean, there's been some stuff, but we got some big stuff coming. So I don't wanna spoil it just yet. We got some good stuff coming.
Last but not least, guys, you guys can leave us a voicemail. Would be appreciated. Again, still want to call us. We'd love to have it. Or if you can't do that, or you're shy, guys, you can send us an email, mail@geekyantics.net. Instead, in response to
True story. I like it. My body was not ready.
Guys, the Jetsons go back to the future for a better fax machine. All I got, all Yogi got.
Parte 2. Part 2.
Anyway, joining us today, and I'm gonna let you have it here, you is of course the lovely gamer mom, Morgana Freya. What's up, Morg?
Yay, Morg!
And of course, anyway, and of course, everybody's favorite mod. I'll say something stupid in chat. We'll see who he is. But the man himself, BFT, the Van Hammer, Knife Out. What's up? I'm doing good.
Until the dog poops on your foot. Speaking of funny things pets do you guys have any pets, or have you had any pets that like to lick your feet? I don't know what it is. Every freaking pet that we've had in our family, they have a foot fetish. Like, the whole time, Blue has been licking my toes. I'm like... Well, did he bite? Did he, like, try to clamp down hard, or did he just nibble? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty common, but licking is, like, weird, especially in cats. Like, cats usually don't lick like that. But Blue will, like, groom me. I'm like, I guess I'm dirty, and she's trying to tell me something. Yeah, she's like, take a shower. Let me help you out with that. Look at that, see? I can save on my water bill. I'll just have my cats lick me clean. That'd probably be painful, though. After a while. They got rough tongues. So anyway, guys, we're continuing our conversation from last week. It's gonna be real quick. So, you know, a lot of movies and books and all kind of fictional works that talk about the future, especially when that future isn't that far ahead, like the year 2000, the year 2015. You know, a decade or two ago, we were like, ooh, that's the future, right? And then like, now we look at it, we're here, and like, oh, it doesn't really feel futuristic. So we're gonna do a little quick exercise here. Our frame of reference would be like, 10/20/30 years ago, depending how old everybody is. Could you imagine the following? That's what we're gonna do. Can you imagine these things back then, and how about now? Can you believe that we have it? Can you see these things happening if they're not out yet, etc., etc.? Make sense? Yeah, it'll be a little fun discussion. So the first one is hoverboards. And for a little while, it seemed like everything was about hovering, floating without having to use any kind of wheels, And we got some stuff like that out there, but not quite. Now, hoverboards just seem like a dangerous thing. Because, skateboards are already a nuisance, but then you make it float around and stuff, I don't know. So supposedly they have hoverboards now that only work over certain surfaces. But did you think that did you think years ago that this would be something that we could do, that we'd have? Is it something we even want? Well, think about it. Think about if how about segways? Now that that those exist, but what about if they became more commonplace? They perfected the technology and made the manufacturing process more accessible so that the common man can have a Segway. But that alone, that's not as bad as a hoverboard. But can you imagine a bunch of people on Segways? The clusterfuck that would be. I don't know. I think it'd be a nuisance. So hoverboards or Segways, which one would we prefer as pedestrians? we asked some really provocative questions here, guys. Which one do you think would be more of a nuisance, Morg? Oh, Obi just jumping ahead. Yeah, well, we might as well go there. Flying cars. That's something that, 10 years ago, I felt like we were close to doing something like that. But then I realized long ago, we could build it, but it's not worth putting out. It's not gonna happen anytime soon until we fix the infrastructure. Because exactly. Oh, it'd be crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, did you call the number? How's my driving? Yeah, and people with commercial licenses have even less of an excuse. Because, to be honest... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. Like, it's not an easy job either, because the biggest vehicle I've ever driven is maybe a 20, what is it, a 20-footer, like the little moving vans. Usually it's a 14-footer, and then or like a Sprinter, the Sprinter vans. They're a little bigger in the inside. Yeah. Yeah, but you just got to keep in mind, the wider turns and the blind spots. That's always the tricky part. Driving on post is sweet though, because you barely have any traffic on post. That's the beautiful thing about it. You're segregated from the rest of the idiots in the world. Yeah, I know.
It says 20 miles an hour. I'm literally going 20 miles an hour.
I mean, I go to Fort Gordon every now and then.
You can cruise on a base where your fuel will be going 21 miles an hour with capability. That's a King engine. That's no problem.
Oh, I know, and they should. That's their own little world.
I mean, that's speed coverage. There's speed limit signs there for a reason.
Yeah.
An hour. Don't go 22. Don't go 21.
Oh yeah, it's like in parking lots. You know, they're supposed to go 5, 10 miles per hour. People speeding through there.
I had a, you know, the one thing that I cannot stand, and this I've seen it more and more every time I go out. Like I'm going out more to get my arousal or something in the story. But it's the whole thing about people just turning, no blinker,
Oh fuck.
switching lanes.
Switching lanes without even giving you a heads up. Oh my god. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, bro. Don't.
Well, fuck it. Then you should shift then. Let me talk. You interstate going 75, 80 miles an hour and just change lanes.
That's how people get rear-ended, man, and they spin out.
Really? Like just nothing. Like no blinker, no nothing. Like I'm coming up again. I don't know. We're not even gonna get up because now I'm like.
Wait. So wait. How are the drivers? We got 2 people in New England in the chat, and we got a person that's out in the sticks. How are the drivers out your way? Yeah.
Yeah. They turn their blinkers like right before they turn, and then they. I almost rear-ended somebody. He just wouldn't turn. Like, dude, I'm stopping in the fucking road. Turn.
Yeah. Morg, how about you? And lots of animals.
Yeah, she doesn't have to watch out for the gamer mom in another van. She has to watch out for that big ass fucking tractor hauling the cultivator down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. If you do it right, just get a buddy that's auto mom. And you'd be like, hey, dude, I will purposely get deer so we can put you in my Well, I wouldn't hit it though. Just unless like a a giant truck that's got a giant solid steel cattle bumping on it.
Oh man. Yeah.
I don't think we've heard from him yet, but of course we have Beard and Adam joining as well. Unless he spoke up. Hello. As well, guys. Hey, what's up, man? Where we at, man?
We jumped ahead to flying cars. We
We can go back to queue.
well, all right. So here's another one. Virtual reality. Who here? Who here? What? I just don't think we're. I don't think it's gonna be substantial in our lifetime.
I do. I honestly do. What they're doing right now with virtual reality, the headgear and all that other stuff, they could do. Before long, it's going to be able to normal people, and I say normal people, but are going to be able to afford it and actually get in and play it and multiplayer I'm gonna do it one time before I die, bro. You know what I'm gonna do it
I don't know if I want to ask. Yeah.
for? I don't know.
See, and that's actually funny you mentioned that because it doesn't matter how you feel about porn. Everybody secretly likes porn. I don't want to hear it, but regardless, this is the thing though. The porn industry determines if technology grows quickly or not, especially if it comes to certain new media. You know, like that's what made VHS, work. And everything else after that, because the porn industry adapted it. So that's what's gonna happen. We'll probably see more developments with virtual reality and porn before we see it in other areas. I think augmented reality.
That's easy. All they have to do is code it to where it jerks you off or blows you or does whatever or whatever. That's easy. They've been doing that already.
And well, they already have.
Like a live scene and map it.
Well, they got accessories already for all these new VR helmets and lens and goggles. So yeah, the twerking butt, the motorized fleshlight. It's great. Though I gotta say, I like the potential of virtual reality. I just don't think we're gonna have great strides in it for another 10, maybe 20 years. Now, augmented reality, I think we have a lot more potential there, and room for innovation. In the near future. I like what they've done with it so far, and I think it's a cool way, like things like HoloLens. Or Google Glass, if they execute properly and they make it more than just a way to interrupt you in more ways, to be redundant. If they make it something like make it so that the platform breathes new life to mechanics of games and interactive experiences, then it'll be cool. Not just a gimmick. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be really substantial and immersive. That looks promising. That thing is cool. I know what you're talking about. The one that makes it so apparitions and whatnot appear in your house or wherever you're at. Yeah, that looks creepy as heck. I like that. Yeah. So I think there's a lot of room, and I think that there's more traction there right now than there is with virtual reality. Virtual reality still feels very gimmicky right now. Alright, there's a couple more. We'll skip this. What's a good one too? Here's one that I'm a personal fan of. Can you imagine if someone told you 20 years ago that you'd be able to deposit your checks through your phone or through a computer without having to go to the bank? Would your mind be blown or not? I love mobile check deposit. It's so convenient. It's like, I don't feel like going to the bank. Scan it, then sign it, scan back and front, file it away, done. Available next day. Yeah, my Twitter just went off too. Is that why I'm vibrating? Oh yeah, it wasn't on my lap this time though, so my body would definitely.
It wasn't on his lap.
Oh no! Look at that. This phone, it was a Gorilla Glass.
Being an old man, so what's old men have? Big balls.
Is that and they droop further and further away from your body the older you get. Oh God, that's bad. My dad didn't have to mention it. He was a big proponent of using the can with the door open. Yeah, and that and wearing very spacious boxers. It's those awkward having family and friends over, and he's just walking around with very roomy boxers, and it's like running around, and all of a sudden something's swaying. And I'm like, oh God, people don't need to see that. The ball is slapping in the wind. There you go. You're welcome, Obi. Obi cannot unsee that. Oh my lord. Anyway, but yeah, mobile check deposits. It's great. It's wonderful. Make it easier for me to be lazy and not have to go outside and deal with stupid people, especially on the road. Okay, lots of people drive, but not many people can drive, if you know what I mean. Know what I'm saying? Anyway. Another one I think is very cool, faxing via internet. I still find that concept really cool. It's great not having to deal with the fax machine. Is anyone else with me here? Scan and deliver. Fax over IP is great. You can fax to an email address or fax to another fax machine over your computer. It's great. Morg. Fax machines. Yay or nay? I used to love them back in the days, because I remember I had a fax machine, and the number I got for a dedicated line I got for it, I guess it would belong to someone else, and I'd get the most random faxes. It was great. And like, yeah, that's why fax over internet is great, because you can fax from your computer to a fax machine. Yeah. Goldie in the house. Ah, he's having a smoke break. Good man. Ooh, Lord Rato has a good one. He wants augmented reality that, what, I forgot how you pronounce that. There's a condition where people see their senses get, like, crossed. They, like, get wired funny. So people, they look at what is it? They hear sounds and they see colors, you know, stuff like that. Like, or they think of a word and they smell certain things. Because the senses are all like kind of like, you know, screwed up and like intermingled and whatnot. I mean, if you, I believe it's pronounced. Is it synesthesia? Dude, that Dumbo sequence is not appropriate for kids. I love Dumbo, but like yeah, that whole scene with the drunken the drunken elephants, yeah. Yeah, I said it right, synesthesia. Yay! I did it right, but They actually had a cool. They had that. They like did a cool kind of take on that in Heroes before the show went down the poop chute. The original run.
Now, there is something that, I didn't think like so far away from electric cars.
Oh yeah.
Now we have them. We have people like they have cars now from the BMW, the Toyota, the Cadillac. They have cars that you can take home and you fucking plug in.
Yeah. Supposedly you get a good amount of mileage out of them.
It depends. Well, they have the receptors on the roof too for like sunlight, so they can trap it. They can actually, it works on the trunk or something.
But have you noticed?
Trap sunlight to actually keep your battery.
Have you noticed though that to me it seems like a lot of them are really small, or is it me or am I crazy? Like everyone I've seen,
There was one that I seen on TV when I really watched TV.
you're talking about pure electric, right? Not hybrid.
Yeah, that he came and brought home and we plugged in.
Cause the hybrids come in like full size vehicles, but like the ones that are strictly electric, I noticed they're more like Herbies. They're like they're like Mini Coupes or like I keep calling them Herbies. The Beetles. Yeah. They're like little clown cars.
Now you even got the big ass trucks, like $95 super pieces that are like enviro safe. Like you can have the enviro like the bigger work trucks.
You talking about the flex fuel that's like mostly vegetable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, and that's what they're gonna win on.
Yeah.
I know, it's weird and it doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people, but things that people are trying to do, especially with they just farm crops, they use corn to make freaking fuel. I mean, that's awesome. Just we're trying to save what little ozone we have left, and then 10 years we're all just gonna fucking burn alive anyway.
Not to mention, it'll make us less reliant on fossil fuels. That'd be a game changer. I always wanted that, like, or like, and it's already around, but I want it to be put into like mass production, where we could take waste byproducts and use that as fuel and other stuff. It's useful things, fertilizer. Because they have engines that could take, like, let's say you break down your garbage from your garbage disposal and you make it into biodiesel or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like when Doc came back with the
Yeah.
banana.
Yep. Dude. Exactly. That's the only reason it has to happen, because they can't monetize it. It's like, man, we lose so much money. They'd find a way. I mean, they'd find a way. They'd make it like so that it would require a lot of maintenance by design, like a septic tank type of thing. It's like if you don't clean it out regularly, it just breaks down.
It would kind of be like the fuel is for okay, but if you use the organic trash, the all that stuff like that, you use that organic trash, you can still run your car, but then you get into maintenance faster, and then that's the whole. Because people are getting, you know damn well, somebody's not going to go get a tank of fuel, the biogas fuel, whatever, however much it is, if they can just go buy a freaking gourd of bananas and eat 20 bananas and all the fuels you you know damn well.
Yep. Oh my god, I don't know if I could deal with that, like, because I'd be hungry all the time, like, McDonald's fries? Just dripping in oil.
You go like once a week to different restaurants and hey, can I get some
Dude, and
week
Dude, you joking?
Well, I'm not joking.
You,
Burger King onion rings, and then
but dude, you know that like especially like Chinese restaurants, just restaurants in general, they throw away so much oil, dude. And there was actually a thing. I saw a documentary where, well, apparently they have an engine that engine set up where it has filtration systems, you know, so that you get a consistent combustible formula in there. Yeah, it's gonna cost you money somewhere, but in the long run, I think it'd save you money. But like, you know, all this oil that they're just dumping, you know, used cooking oil, and these they went to like a Chinese restaurant. They had barrels of this stuff, and they're like, "Can we take it off your hands?" Like, no. I was like, "What? But you're gonna throw it away anyway." It's like the same thing. Another thing that bothers me, and it's completely off topic, but you know what I hate? What really bothers me, and you guys tell me what you think. Like, you think about all the donut shops and bakeries that throw away shit at the end of the day, because legally, supposedly, they can't give it away. Mm-hmm. See, that's good. Yeah. Oh God, I love breakfast food.
They put out some homemade stuff. They have eggs and they'll put out some really good stuff. And then, you know, of course their donuts and coffee. At the end of the morning, because they all close at like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, they're there at like 1 o'clock in the morning and they go to work.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a true bakery, up in wee hours, and then they close early. What game? Cards Against Humanity? Yeah. I try to stick around a little bit afterwards, but I'll try. Well, I do need to move I have to do the final bowel movement. That's really important, dude. But hey, I'm gonna join you in the morning when you're finishing up your stream, and then I'm gonna pick up. 'Cause I don't think we have anyone for the morning. Don't be like that. Lord Righteous in the chat says, if we harness 3% of the solar energy that hits the surface of the Earth in a day, we could power the planet for 100 years. That's crazy. I can't wait. You know, I'm gonna start studying how to like build solar power systems, because I'm tired of leaving money on the table with electric companies. They're just raping us so hard. And I know it's not a funny thing to joke about, but seriously, like I just feel like I should get some lube, put in my butthole, and be like, all right, have your way with me. At least this way it's a little more comfortable. These are the highest rates I've seen in a while. I know people in the markets that are paying 25 to 30 cents per megawatt, kilowatt hour is the measurement. That's a lot of money. It adds up a lot. And the way electric companies work is that, you know, you hit certain brackets, and when you enter those brackets, you hit a higher rate. So, like, let's say you just barely inch into a new bracket for your usage. Now you're being charged at that higher rate per kilowatt hour. And that's how they get you. You know, man, and good luck. They don't want to help you. Like, they always tell you the same things. Like, this doesn't look right. Are you guys reading my meter, or are you just guessing? And they're like, yeah, it's accurate. They always tell you BS. Like, the one person in an electric company was telling us that they get the readings through the satellites now. I'm like, sure you do, buddy. I'm pretty sure you don't. I'm just gonna say no. I don't think that the grid's that advanced in this area. You know, but they tell you all kind of things. Well, is everything unplugged? Do you unplug everything? Because you know it still takes power when it's plugged in. I'm like, yeah, if it has a standby power supply, yes. But my toaster is not sucking up tons of energy while it's plugged in. God. Morg, how do you feel about this topic? Or someone laughed. Someone laughed. Oh. Okay. I thought I gave someone the giggles. Anywho, we went off on some really good tangents there. Oh, but you wanna share some deals for cheap bastards real quick? What do you think? I guess we got some goodies. Yeah, we do. You got some? Like how you cock your head back. Oh, that actually hurt. That actually hurts. I can't. Oh, dude, I just did that and I totally cracked a bunch of bones. No, that was good. I like it. I like it. It was a good dramatic effect. Like, like the song. How'd your wife? How'd your kids? You know what I'm talking about? The auto-tune thing.
Guys, so make sure if you guys don't get anything, save up for it now or do it I believe it's actually like pre-sale is actually it's already started. There's a bunch of new shoes.
I noticed.
So go check those stuff out, guys.
Oh boy.
Yogi, what kind of
I gotta say too, Steam is like our roots, bro. Remember when me, you, and Soldier used to like touch base every day and talk about the stuff we're watching on Steam and the stuff we just picked up on Steam? Back in the days when we had a little more disposable income and time. We were really bad influences. Like, ooh, what's that game about? Oh, that sounds good. I'm gonna buy it too. We just keep getting each other to buy stuff. It was fun though. Oh God, those are good games. Oh Jesus. You're leaving money on the table, bro. That's happened to me before too. Oh, I've had some stories. I just try not to think about them, or else I'd be very bitter. They were just tapping on the table like. Yeah.
I'll have to go to Battle Creek with them to do a whole CFP exam, so they check range movements.
Yeah. I won't lie. If I went back to the 9 to 5 grind, I'd go back to the government. Cause private sector may pay well, may pay better, but it's nothing like punching in and just sitting back until you're told what to do at a government job, and it taking you a sweet time. It's all reports and meetings. Like you don't really actually do anything most of the time. Anywho, so. Deals for cheap bastards. So we got an Amazon App Store. They got a really good deal. Hopefully it'll be going for a little while longer for those listening to us after the live broadcast. Scary Good Deal App Bundle. It's a mouthful, but it's a selection of over 30 Android apps and games for free. Thanks to Slick Dealio, courtesy of Slick Deals app, slickdeals.net. These are some of the games. Lego Star Wars Microfighters, Bloons Tower Defense 5, Doodle God, Doodle Kingdom, Scribblenauts Remix. I love Scribblenauts. It's a fun game to kill some time in, and you can get the kids involved with that too. Game Books, Read and Learn English, Premium Edition, Doodle Tanks HD, AVG Antivirus Pro Android Security. It's usually like a $12 app. Free. These are all free, by the way. They all come together. Well, you got to download them individually. That's the annoying part. Photolab Pro, Runtastic Pro GPS running, walking, and fitness tracker. Again, we're talking about like kind of like that kind of augmented reality, the AR stuff, and this is one of kind of those things there. Toka Pet Pet Doctor, Airport Mania. That's a fun game too. Splash Top Remote Desktop, The Little Witch at School. We're getting a little Halloweeny here. Halloweenistry, Battle Pillars. There's a lot of stuff here. Let me see what else is good in here. I mean, they're all Bridge Constructor, Draw a Stickman, Rotated. That's fun. Sugar. There's a lot of good stuff here, and it's free. My mustache fell off. And that's Android App Store. Make sure you need the. Now they just changed it. There's a thing now called Amazon Underground. There you go. The mustache is back. We'll be setting up the Cards Against Humanity game already. No, this is Amazon App Store. So you need an Android device for this particular bundle. You know, Amazon is something people take for granted, but like every day they have a free app. It's a really good deal. Yeah. What was that, Morg? It's hard to. Is it me, guys? But is it hard to go back to anyone else? It's so bad. The shipping is so good that like when I was looking for parts and like Newegg and Buy.com, Rakuten, Overstock, all the usual sites. It's like I'd rather pay a couple bucks more and use Amazon because I know they're gonna have better shipping and I won't have problems if I have to return something with them. You know? Yeah. Amazon fucked it up for everybody else. I used to be a huge Buy.com guy. Remember Buy.com back in the days? Like Buycomp.com? No, I don't think so. Did they? Amazon bought them? Because they're still Rakuten last time I checked. Interesting. So that's Amazon fulfilled now. I'm gonna have to check that out then. Because I was a huge Buy.com, Buycomp.com fan. Newegg is cool, but I never quite got into them. Now, back in the mail order days, Tiger Direct. That, yep. Back in the oh my gosh, you just that big old catalog with all the little goodies in there. If you're in Florida, they're local to you, so that's cool. I kind of missed the walk-in experience with computers, like CompUSA and Circuit City. I mean, it's Best Buy, but Best Buy isn't quite the same, if you ask me. Yeah. 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 And actually, that's a good point, because it's actually cheaper nowadays, most times, to just buy a new computer than upgrade or fix your existing one. The reason you would upgrade it is because you could do a piecemeal, you know what I mean? But usually you're better off saving up and just, doing an upgrade, a whole new rig. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that too. Yeah, like I think DIY is still big, but I don't think it's really impacted the service industry as bad as people think. Because there's two things you can always count on: the laziness and the need for convenience. That's what people really pay top dollar for. Like, why do people still pay for an oil change? I'm not gonna lie. 9 times out of 10, I pay someone else to do oil change. I don't want to be bothered with it. I could do an oil change. I just want to fuck with it. So here's $20. There, done. People are like, but you could do it yourself. But yeah, but then you gotta worry about where you're gonna dump the oil, and you gotta make sure you do it legally. Yep. 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 Yeah. Yeah. That's why you're up north. It's probably like $60 out there. Hmm. Anyway, a couple more, a few more deals for cheap bastards. If you pre-order Steam hardware now, you get Portal 2 and Rocket League for free. It's a decent deal if you're curious about Steam hardware. I'm kind of curious. Don't have the money. If I did have the money, I'd probably jump on it. But there's other things to be, other bills to pay, other goodies to get. It's been a hit. People are still talking about it everywhere. I'm in.
It's a giant ball, and you use cars, and it's like soccer. I would definitely go.
Except for Steam. Darn you. This is true. This is true. That the Steam controller looks very intriguing. I just don't know how practical it really is. But at least I'm trying. For you Xbox folks out there, Xbox One games with gold is Valiant Hearts and Telltale: The Walking Dead. On 360, on the 360 is Telltale: The Walking Dead. See, you happy here? The Telltale games, The Walking Dead. Telltale games, The Walking Dead. They're really trying to get people to get on there. I think it's only the first episode too, so it's like, here's a little taste. You like it? But you gotta pay for the rest. Anywho, let's get into our feature discussion. Cause I know we're running out of time. We gotta get to the Halloween mood here. You ready, Obi? That was very moving. That's it. Halloweenies. Good night, guys. That's what she said. That was a good one, boy. Good setup. Halloweenies. That was deep. I know.
What shows and movies keep us up at night? Or at least neither apply, but what shows and movies gives you I can't say one. Spookily this year pumpkin for Halloween.
Haven't heard of it.
It's a
I haven't seen that.
so it's just I've gotten them in it. But no, like Halloween, the actual movie Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by myself, it's raining outside, and like Halloween. So what do you think happened? I waited till daylight.
Ah, good times. I love how Halloween 2 takes place exactly after Halloween. Like, it's seamless if you watch them together. And that detective, he's a tough guy. But not really a detective, but he acts like he is. He's got the little trench coat. I like him. After that, the series is here. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
What about you? What are some of Lord, what gets you in the mood? It does. I feel like
Wait, do you like Halloween more than Christmas? Yeah, it's close for me. Yeah, okay, cool. The thing that Christmas benefits from is that it's more of a season, whereas Halloween is kind of like one and done. It's kind of sad, you know what I mean? I don't know. We might take it for granted if it's year round.
what is the major Can everybody jump at once? Candy corn, pumpkins. That's a big one, pumpkins. How are you gonna have pumpkins around all year round? They last about a week at most. When they're rock.
I love pumpkin anything too. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin latte, pumpkin fudge, pumpkin muffins. Wait, who said ooh to what? Ugh to what? It's delicious. You ever had pumpkin fudge bars? It's delicious. Ah, you know, I want to make some for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna send you some, mofo. See? At least Morgan appreciates. Yeah, I think I'm gonna attempt it.
I appreciate everything you do. Just not.
Pumpkin yogurt sounds good too. Real quick, guys, how do you feel about yams or sweet potatoes?
Sweet potatoes, yes.
What, deep fried?
Sweet potato fries.
Ooh, sweet potato fries are good. Have you had it more? Sweet potato fries with sea salt? Oof. Oh my goodness. I hear, yeah. I love corned beef and hash. Oh man, it looks like dog food, but it's delicious.
Dude, I'm still trying to find something. I've been telling other people. I really want. I think my wife does it, but she's so busy. I don't know. But there's something that I love from somebody that knows how to cook.
Oh.
Like actually, like Ward did it a couple months ago. Just about fucking drilled with gravy with water.
Oh God.
She was getting talking shit. Yeah, that's what she was doing. Really. And I was like, send me some. You know, thinking to stay good. I said, okay, one day I'll pay for it.
Bearded Hat just said in the chat, I almost blurted out a laugh into the freak. He's like, I hate pumpkins. He's such a curmudgeon sometimes. I hate pumpkins. Beard's like, that's when they're plotting your murder. I got round up. I'm safe. Oh my God. Oh.
Yams with salt,
Oh.
spicy, sweet potatoes, and sweet
Tempura style with that light. That tempura is great because that's an art. Get that light batter, you know, with it's a light batter with lots of flavor. That's something I have yet to master, making a really good batter. Like I've made some good batters, but the perfect batter is hard, man. He said he's got a stomach flu, but he's still in here. He's a trooper. He's still in the chat giving us support. I'm gonna mention some TV shows and movies that I think have some Halloween spirit going on. Let me start off with classics. Classics in my book. One of my all-time favorites, Chud. Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. Anybody ever see that? No? Who's creepy, right? But like, yeah, once you get past the cheese, like the premise of it really fucks with your head. Yeah, yeah. Though on the flip side, I feel like a lot of stuff now they overdo the CG and it doesn't look as convincing as some of the old special effects stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, practical effects are sexy, and they gotten lazy now with all the computer graphics, I feel. This is true. I will concede to that. Now I me to think about one that I forgot. Puppet Master. Yay or nay, everybody? Eh. Wait, you haven't? You haven't?
It's like the song is long as fuck. Like the song is like 8 minutes long. The movie's like 4 hours long. Like song like movie, like, hey, it's 8 minutes. Let's convert that by half and make it hours.
No, don't scare him away from it. I think it's an experience worth having. Which one? Yeah, I just saw the original. Awesome. Did you guys see the new one? Oh, I wouldn't say that. I would say the old one was better. The new one had good special effects, but it just didn't feel like. For the most part. See, this is the problem, though. Did you catch, Obi, that they made fun of the original and they said it's not like this place is built on a tribal burial ground or anything. I'm like, really? They took a shit in the original and then they could not deliver better scares. Fail. I mean, it was fun, but I would not. I would have named it something else. Maybe, I don't know, Aqua Teen Hunger Force or something. That's probably not taken, right? That should be available. No. Hope is like, I'm done. Yeah, just talk about some other stuff. I'm just gonna mention a few ones. I'm gonna list. Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna mention a bunch of them, and then we'll go. And then, and if anyone sticks out, then we can talk about them. But I'm gonna make a list. We're not gonna get through the whole thing. American Horror Story. They got a hotel show now. Sinister, the movie. Babadook. It Follows, which I mentioned before. Howl, which has Sean Pertwee in it, he's on Gotham. He's the son of John Pertwee from Doctor Who. House. Fright Night, the original, not the new one. The new one's okay. It, Creepy Clowns. It's Alive, Creepy Baby. Yes. Basket Case, Evil Conjoined Twin. And if you want silly fun, this Child's Play. Now. We just watched it too. We just watched it together. Oh my god, it's so deliciously bad. Oh, that's a good one. Basically anything Tim Burton, because all his stuff has the same feel. Beetlejuice. Which one? That is a fun one. We do like watching that a lot. Good call. There's a lot of good movies to watch out there, actually, now that I think about it. One is kind of Halloween-y, but not really. You guys ever seen 9? I like that movie. I don't know what it is. It just really made an impression on me for some reason. I wanted more. No? Nobody else? Okay. Did you guys ever see House? Morgue. No, not the TV show, the movie, Mork. Oh my goodness, you guys are killing me. With the oh yeah, I remember that. That one got a little wonky. Yeah, yeah. That wasn't like that one was more lighthearted than dark for sure. Oh man, I gotta rewatch that series. What'd you say, Obi? Oh, don't be like that now. We're having a good round table. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. You guys start, cause if I start, I'm gonna go off. Who wants to start it? Which, by the way, can I say, Obi? Alone in the Dark doesn't get nearly enough credit. People say Resident Evil started survival horror. No, Alone in the Dark did. The original. That shit is creepy. It looks dated now, but I played it recently. That game still gets under my skin. Yeah. I just heard her. Yeah. That. Ooh, good call. They have a whole series for Call of Cthulhu, don't they? I gotta check my library because I could have sworn I had a few of them. Hmm. Yeah. That's my problem with a lot of horror games is that it feels like a lot of them are just cheap thrills and jump scares. Like I don't want it to be just glorified hide and go seek. I want it to be more mess with your head and the tension, you know, that the anticipation of something that could happen but may not ever happen. You never know when it's gonna happen. Did you like the game? That's the game you could play while you're doing your taxes, right? I'm gonna be here for a while. Let me do my taxes. Where's my 1099 at? Yeah. I like the concept.
That would be funny if he used like a Herbert voice.
I like the concept of Slender. Like the execution is questionable, but if you think about it, if you had something chasing you, it's like the movie It Follows, but Slender is even worse. You have an echo? Oh, Dark Echo. Oh, I forgot about a good call. Clock Tower, PlayStation goodie. That actually came out on Super Nintendo first, I believe, and then it came out on PlayStation 1. Yep. Dude, yeah. If you like Clock Tower, check out Night Trap. It might be right up your alley too. But with Slender, the whole thing about it is I always find it creepy when you don't see much of the enemy and you don't see the enemy move. Like if someone's just standing there looking at you like all creepy and they don't do anything, they don't react in any way. That's terrifying. Like, 'cause you try to put yourself in a situation. If that happened to you in real life, and someone just stares at you and they don't even blink, like that would mess with your head. Like, at least like fart or something. Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. Oh, it's such a good game. That game. Yeah, it makes you uneasy.
In the supermarket, you just sit there and look at the front of the he has this like dumbfounded look on his face, kind of look at him like, I had one guy be like, stare much, motherfucker? I'm like, I'm sorry.
Dead Realm. That sounds kind of cool. Yeah, there's a lot of there's been like a resurgence of horror games on Steam, and I meant to look into it so we could have we can still talk about it next week. We'll make Halloween a season. Why not? We don't have to be relegated to just 1 week. So if you guys have any picks, let us know. Anime, video games, movies, whatever. I got what? Oh, for the San Andreas? Okay. Like we did in the past. Remember? We might have to get Zombie Cast on here, 'cause we need to talk about The Walking Dead. I'm not going to spoil it right now. I know, everybody's not caught up, so we'll wait for everybody to get caught up, but really? So there you go. Get caught up on The Walking Dead, and we'll probably get some of the folks from Zombie Cast will have a long, big discussion. That'll be episode 99, and then episode 100 we'll have a big community call. We probably won't have anything to talk about. We just spitball. We'll freeball it. Have you guys? All right. Oh, Soul Eater is a good one. That's what my desktop is right now. Have any of you guys played Illbleed? Please tell me someone has. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. If you guys could get your hands on, I don't care if it's a ROM or if you get a Dreamcast and get a copy of Illbleed. If you like horror and you like camp and suspense, tension, Illbleed is so cool. Oh my god. Cool game mechanics, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat, and it also tells stories, and it's fun. It's like if you were in Tales from the Crypt or The Outer Limits or Tales from the Dark Side type of thing. Creep Show, the game. Yeah, it's cool, man. I love Illbleed. I think that's one of those things that one of those games that kind of fell through the cracks. Innocent Blood. The Devil is a part-timer. BFT's got some picks up in here. Oh man. What do you guys think about Amnesia? I know we gotta wrap up soon, but did anybody think Amnesia? There's been a lot of them, yeah. Well, how about? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, the atmosphere, like the settings, seem great, but it doesn't seem like they do much with it. Or I don't know. Am I wrong? How about, has anybody, you know what, here's another underdog, Condemned. Anybody ever play Condemned? Okay, there you go. Creepy as hell, too. And dark, literally and figuratively. Yeah, that game holds up really well even now. They oh, the second one was Deadshot, right? But that one wasn't that bad. The only thing, the only problem with that is that it got hard out of nowhere, and you kind of like you would get stuck, and it'd be frustrating at times. Cause it had like a kind of puzzle element, you know what I mean? That was frustrating. Cause it ruined the flow of the game. Yeah, Lord Rakdos is saying the same thing. Alright, so there we go. We got one. We can keep the conversation going. If you guys are still in the mood, we can keep the conversation going next week. And then we got to start wrapping up. Oh, another one I will put up there is Postal. That's an oldie. If you ever felt like just going crazy, going Dexter on people, boom. Every now and then. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put one that I know most people have not played. It's a retro style game. It uses like pixel art. It's called Home. To me, that something about that game is creepy. Home, and it's only like a 50 megabyte, 60 megabyte game. Yeah, but it's amazing like what they pack into that small amount of space. It's a shame that it's a shame that Silent Hill might be dead. The series might be dead now. I actually liked Silent Hill Downpour. Did you see Silent Hill Downpour, Obi? I thought that game was good. I like that universe. I think it's creepy. And go figure. I know. This is the last thing I'll leave you guys on, but the Silent Hill, the original Silent Hill games, had fog, which made it really creepy and atmospheric. But that was done to compensate for the lack of draw distance, right? Because the systems couldn't handle a really far draw distance, so they made fog. Go figure. When they remake the games, they actually made them worse because they got rid of the fog, and that was part of the appeal of it. See that? Exactly. I would say they have the HD collection, but apparently it was really broken. Did they ever port those on the PC? That's a shame. Yeah, if everybody's down for it, we'll play by ear.
We don't care about anything else. I mean, we can do it.
Yeah.
More people than there here.
We definitely got to catch up on The Walking Dead. It's everybody's homework.
Guys, let everybody know where they can find you guys at. BFT. I am. Perryman? Yeah. Where can they find you? You guys can find me at everywhere.
I'm usually everywhere, particularly on Xbox Live, Instagram, Facebook, and I'm coming back to Steam in a big way because I got a brand new, fresh, clean install of Windows and new hardware that you guys helped, me get, and super appreciative, so excited. I played games on ultra settings. I'm like, oh, I remember what this was like back in the days. No frame drops, no screen tearing, no man. So, thank you guys. And we do some games together on PC and Xbox.
Exactly. Guys, we want to make sure HorsePLAY Live is everywhere you listen to all download awesome podcasts, including allgames.com, Player FM, Stitcher, and TuneIn Radio. Please take a few minutes out to favorite, thumbs up, subscribe, even share it. Even better, we'd love to some reviews and comments on those places. It's quick and easy. It really helps us out. Kind of lets us know what's going on, what we can improve. If Yogi talks too much, let us know. If I don't talk enough, let us know. We'll try to improve that, or we'll tell you to fuck off. Just depends. Thank you guys for everyone who's been promoting our content. We love you to death. You guys like eye candy? We have YouTube videos as well. You guys can check it out, youtube.com/geekyantics. And, of course, you can check out the highlight, twitch.tv/geekyantics. Here on Geeky Antics Network, in collaboration with allgames.com, we have tons of shows that we cover with a wide spectrum of topics. We can't possibly plug everybody. So you guys can go to geekyantics.net/schedule and check out your favorite podcasts and check out what day it is. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, basically the whole weekends are filled up. And they're not all the way filled up. They're our biggest podcasting and streaming days. But for now, guys, make sure that you guys, we're looking for podcast hosts, writers, broadcasters, streamers. So let's connect and brainstorm together, guys. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Don't forget, guys, our intro and outro are brought to you royalty-free by technoax.com. That's techno with a K. But go check him out, technoax.com. It's a good way, especially if you're a streamer, to get in there and actually have some fun. So, you guys are listening to us on allgames.com. The Dead Pixel Live Power Ranking Show is up next, followed by Knuckleballer Radio, and its new time every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. But be sure to hang out and chat by clicking the live or chat button. Now, remember the old Thursday night team, the B Team podcast. They're on officially on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern on our official sister network, All Games Radio Network. All right.
Word.
That's HorsePLAY Live tonight. We'll see you guys in a few. Well, for those that are actually here on the 48-hour live stream, we'll see you guys back in a few minutes. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Later.
Doo, doo, doo. I don't know. you play the music. You got it, yo. You got it, yo. Word.
Yeah, I got you. See you guys. See you.
Halloween easy mouth.
Alright guys, we're still live here. We are going to, actually we're just going to get into it right now. Hopefully a bunch of people hang out. We are going to play some, let me get it back on the local scene here. Or actually, at least just my cam, I guess. Hell, it's not even freaking working anywhere. Anyway, we'll be right back, guys, so we can get everything switched around and shut down and switched over. Guys, enjoy the music. Again, technox.com. Go check him out. He's got everything. 8-bit music.
Mario. Did you forget to Paper Mario? I love Paper Mario. Mario RPGs are good too, but I don't know, for some reason Paper Mario really did it for me. Particularly the Thousand Year Door, that's the one I played the most. I didn't get into the N64 one as much. Thousand Year Door was GameCube. Yeah. Alright, folks, we'll be back. This is a musical intermission. Alright. Lurk mode activated. You gonna be around, Beard?
So, guys, make sure you jump
cool.
right here.
Ooh.
It's in chat again. There's the link, guys. Make sure that you use this passwords, case sensitive. It's all capital letters, gang. And we'll get in here, get a bunch of people in here, play some Cards Against Humanity, and then have some fun right afterwards.